Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Over to Madrid, we have RivalWatch in the Liga Matchday 4 at the Anoeta with Real Sociedad hosting Real Madrid and the scoreline ending 1-2 to the Madrid side. Let's talk about it. We start with this match day with both teams starting 11. Real Sociedad with 4-4-2 shape while hosting Real Madrid with Ramiro in goal. They have on the right back Aris Elustondo and somewhat of a veteran, but mainly as a centre back, but playing as a right back to keep the more defensive shape. And then left back is Sergio Gomez, the Man City boy. And then on the middle they have Kaletakar and Zubeldia. And then on the right hand side, with the middle four, they have Marin on the right hand side, Bernechea on the left hand side, and Gotti and also Gorochetegi in the middle, with fairly inexperienced midfield, bar Bernechea, and it shows in the match basically. And the two at the top is their captain Oyarzabal, and also their new signing Gonzalo Guedes. I think he might have been making his debut, but I'm not sure. Then over to Madrid, we have three changes from their starting lineup against Mallorca, with Courtois stays in goal, Alvaro Carreras on the left back position, Dean Huijsen still on the centre back with Militao pairing him up, but on the right hand side instead of Turn we have Carvajal on the right back position, right? Then we go to the two holding. We have Germany, and then the second change is Ceballos instead of for Valverde. Maybe he was in the tired for international break, though it's very unusual because Valverde is never tired, so he usually plays every game. But it's Xabi Alonso's choice maybe to protect him, right? And then especially with the Champions League coming up in 3 days time, I guess 2 days time, because they have a game on Tuesday. Then at the 10 stays are Guler, and then after that with Vini on the left, Mbappe in the center, and also on the right, the third change is Brahim over Mastantuono. Maybe because of the international break as well, he was playing. So that's the starting lineup for both teams, and then as the kickoff starts, the same as usual, Real Madrid starts very quick, very intense to give pressure to the home team, and right after that, they got an early goal from Mbappe at the 12th minute with no pressure from Madrid. The young player Gotti, the centre midfielder, was he was pushed out wide, having the ball, and he had a chance to go forward, but then lack of experience shows, and then he felt, I guess, intimidated, so he went back. As he went back, instead of looking at who he has to pass, he just passes it. I guess like without any way of thinking. So because of that, he passes it past the defender that he was supposed to pass, which is Zubeldia, and he gives a through ball basically to Mbappe, who pounced very quickly because he looks very sharp this season, especially this game as well. He looked very sharp. He pounced onto the ball and then gets 2 touches and then goes also past the second defender in Kalatakar, and then within 2 seconds he's in on goal. 1v1 the goalkeeper, and then slots it home in the near post. Even if while Ramiro getting the ball a little bit, it wasn't enough to get it off target. So early goal for Madrid with Mbappe in the 12th minute. And then Madrid continues their pressure with Vini also getting a few counters here and there. And then we got a free kick on the left hand side with Araguler crossing the ball to the far post from the left hand side, and Dean on the far post, instead of heading the ball to the goal, he knocks it into the middle, and then Militao jumps high, and then after that getting the ball on target with Ramiro making a great save as well again. But after scuffling in the middle of the box, the ball finally goes out for corner, right? But from what you learn from this is the second game already that Dean has done this, where he goes to the far post, he stays the far post, being the tallest man in the team, and then after that he gets the ball, but instead of going for the goal, he goes to find someone in the middle to knock it down for them, right? Make it easy for them, I guess, taking all the power of the ball, right? like absorbing everything. So maybe that is Xabi Alonso's tactic for this season, but we've seen it twice. It's unless we say maybe like I don't know, maybe three, four, five, no, maybe four, five times, and might be become apparent that it is a tactical thing that they're doing, right? Then after that, uh, in the 32nd minute, early on, we have a red card for Real Madrid, and Madrid goes down to 10 men with Dean Huijsen pulling a player, uh, being the last man. So what happened was the ball went over the top, and Dean let it bounce, and then the ball bounced over him, and then Rosada had a man in behind him, and Dean, knowing that he's going to be beaten, he does a professional foul thing and pull the player down, right? And then he gets the red card, and VR checked on it, and they stayed on the on-field decision. I don't agree with this, but because in my opinion, number one, the pilot was not in the final third yet, and then that's number one. So it wasn't much of a goal threatening. It was a chance a threat, but like it wasn't a goal threat yet because he is not inside the box yet, and he has to control the ball. Number two, Dean wasn't the last man in my opinion because there was in the same line with him, defensive line with him was Militao, who was not even on the other side of the pitch. He was next to him basically, and within what 2 seconds, Militao would be like over the player, the associated man. So, but the referee deemed it otherwise. Also, the VR deemed it as well otherwise. So, in my opinion, that's a mistake and that's the wrong decision. But we should expect this every single week that there will be mistakes by the La Liga referees, right? And then Real Madrid goes down 10 men with an hour to go into the game. And since then, Real Sociedad capitalized on the chance of having a man extra. They keep attacking and giving pressure to Madrid with Bernicea, for example, having to dribble a lot and creating chances on the left-hand side, mainly him and Guedes. And then after that, he's getting pop shot here and there. And then they're making so much crosses with Guedes and Bernicea. The issue is like there's no one getting there because they don't have a target man. Oyarzabal is not that kind of player who will always beat the two defenders to go for the goal in the head with the headers. No. So because of that, it's all the great cross as well comes to no avail. And then after that, also Vini had a counter attack chance because Raza was getting all the ball in Madrid half, and Elizondo did well, being someone not very fast to control Madrid counter attack with Vini, and then actually making him go backwards, right? But then in the 44th minute, we have a second goal by Real Madrid to basically seal off the first half, to make it a comfortable match, at least a little bit more comfortable with the 10 men in the second half with a goal by Adeguler. So we start with Adeguler having the ball on the left hand side, giving a through ball to the left hand side of the box with to Mbappe, and then goes in behind Zubeldia. As he goes behind Zubeldia, he had a 1v1 and turns very sharply, and then goes into the box on the goal line. And then as he was on the in the byline, he passes the ball through with a cutback to Adeguler, and Adeguler just taps it in. So a comfortable goal for Madrid. I'd say they lacked pressure in my opinion, because especially with Mbappe being pushed into the corner. But other than that, the game at halftime ended with 2-0 to Real Madrid, even with a man down, right? And obviously, we expect Real Madrid to maybe put in either Alaba or Asensio, but no, they did not bring Alaba nor Asensio. What they did, they brought on Valverde in for Brahim Diaz, meaning that it becomes the formation of 4-4-1 in the game, right? With Valverde occupying the right mid side, with Tchouaméni being the center defender midfielder, the center back, and then Valverde on the right hand side, Vini on the left hand side, and then Arda and Ceballos in the middle, and then Mbappe up top alone, right? So that's the main formation that they go going on. But then about 10 minutes of pressure by Real Sociedad at the start. They started very well. Madrid couldn't do anything at the start of the second half. Very good bit of pressure. They started very strongly in the second half. with even in 5 minutes later in the 50th minute, they got a very big chance with Geres getting the ball out wide and then crosses it in, cuts it back to, I think it was Gorochetegi, and then he shots the ball on target but blocks by Chouameni, who's in centre back now, and then it cannons to the near post and then goes to the far post, hitting both posts, and then just sits there waiting for someone to bounce, but there's no one there. And because of that, Militao just kicks it off for a corner, and it was very close chance. But then right after that, they got a penalty 4 minutes later in the 54th minute with again continuous bit of pressure, and Berenechea, having the ball on the left hand side this time, crosses it in again. But as he was crossing in, Carvajal was trying to block the ball by sliding in, but he was sliding in. His right hand was up, and it hit his hand. Because of it hitting his hand, the referee decides quickly that it was a penalty. And there was zero complaint from the Madrid side, not even Xabi Alonso, not even Carvajal himself or the other teammates, because everyone knows that it was everyone agreed that it's a penalty. Then, due to that, Real Sociedad had the penalty in the 56th minute. 2 minutes later, Oyarzabal slots it in calmly to his right hand, the bottom right hand side, with tricking Courtois to the other side. After seeing the replay, it's a very good penalty because he acts with his body movement. It looks like he's going to the left hand side, right? And then, right after that, 1 minute later, in the 57th minute, they make great changes. At first of all, with lacking of creativity in the midfield, with Marin Gauthier, who's by the way playing very badly in that game, and also Gorochetegi, lack of creativity, they change and bring on Carlos Soler, the new signing from PSG, for Gotti to, I guess, spur some attacking creativity in the side. And also Aramburu for Elostundo, a more attacking right back who's speedy and then focus on the attack, right? And then it actually made some changes. But then, because of how much attacking Rosser is on the right hand side now, with Aramburu going up, there's so much space on the left hand side, attacking side for Real Madrid. Mbappe goes into the left hand side and dribbles past three players. But fortunately, the ball goes out wide. But as he got injured in the process a little bit, get a little bit of a knock. And then Mbappe got a yellow card for stupid reason, because he didn't want to go out from the proper way after getting a treatment. And goes the long way, wasting time in the 63rd minute. And then in the 66th minute, more attacking changes by Real Sociedad. The changes are Kubo for Marin on the right hand side, and Zakarian for Geresh. And Kubo, I don't know why he wasn't starting. Maybe he was playing in the international break. I don't know, but I'm not sure. But this been happening for Sociedad, right? So then, after those changes, Madrid 2 minutes later also make the change, because they realize they're gonna be like, I guess, over flooded on the right hand side of the left hand side of the defense, basically, right? So they made changes on the left hand side. Vini out for not Rodrigo, but for Fran Garcia. So again, new start for Rodrigo, but I think this one makes a little bit more sense because they're 10 men down and everything. And then after that, they needed more support defensively, not attacking wise. And they brought on Ferran for Vini, and to, I guess, help with Carreras, right? Because Fran Garcia and also Ferran and Alvaro Carreras, they're both attacking left backs, right? So Carreras now stays back all the time, while Fran Garcia here and there can help the attack. And then Ceballos out, and then Asensio in. Asensio goes to the center back, while Chouameni goes back to the middle, accompanying Arda Güler. And then the game there became very striped, with both teams going in and out, but mostly Real Sociedad there. And then in the 70th minute, they brought on what's his name, Kari Kaburo. He's also a striker, that tall striker. They can finally be a target man for those crosses, right? And he was in for Gorochetegi, and then after that, was Zakarian goes back into the attack mid, right? And then right after that, there were two, three chances with crosses that he was going in, and then at least making a trouble for Courtois in catching the ball, right? But still not no, to no avail. And then after that, with a lot of pressure from the left hand side and the right hand side, but at least Carreras getting support from front. Carval got tired, so Carval was subbed off for Trent, and in the 82nd minute. But after that, it's just Madrid managing the game so that they can keep it at 1-2, and then at the end, full time, Madrid seals the win with 10 men. So it was a tough match for them, but in my opinion, also that started off very late with the second half, because first half they barely did anything, and they just need to control the match so that they don't lose the 3 points, right? But now, in my opinion, for the man of the match is Mbappe, because he was very good in the game. Though I don't talk much about him, he's doing the basics correctly and properly and for the right time. He's always in the right place, at the right time at all times. Whenever he has the ball, he's quick with his feet to dribble one past player and then pass the ball quickly and then runs instead of staying stagnant. And then the best performing player for Real Sociedad, I would say, would be Bernechea, the left midfielder for them. And the next match is Marseille at home at the Santiago Bernabeu on Tuesday for their opening Champions League match. So other than that, my video ends here. If you enjoy, leave a like, maybe subscribe. And if you got any thought, inshallah, I'll see you in the comments. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.